Hey everybody, Carl here. Welcome back to Trails in the Sky, second chapter. Where in the previous episode, we made our way from Ruan to Zeiss, where we've been taking care of some monsters. We fought the Divine King Penguin, we've got a cool accessory. And it's time we got the Zeiss Bracer Guild back online, which means giving up one of the Zero Field generators. So, Agate, it's time to let it go. Instead, we're just gonna Tiger Heart you for more strength? Sure. Screw my ADF. Let's go. Right on time. Oh, come on, Kilika. Were you seriously guessing that we'd be coming by? That floating city is the source of our current troubles, no? If you cannot reach it directly, the most logical course of action is to ensure the various guild branches are all right. Yeah, that's logical. She does have a point.
It's Kilika.
Small talk aside, you can imagine how things have been here. Zeiss is practically built on a culture of orbment worship at this point. Losing them is a shock, to say the least. Chief Murdoch has been trying his best, but the citizens remain as panicked as ever. I was afraid of that. I hope he's okay.
It'd be nice if we could help Mr. Murdoch out. I don't know if we can.
I'm sure he'd appreciate the company for a moment, if nothing else. The other major problem facing the city is the Caldia Tunnel. With orbal lighting non-functional, passage through it has become much harder. No kidding. We came through them on the way here. You can barely see in front of yourself as things stand. It is very dangerous. There's more. The water pump at Elmo is currently non-functional and their hot springs are closed. Oh, nuts.
Mrs. Mao must be really sad.
That should be everything. Now it's my turn for questions, if you don't mind. What happened after I left the Cornelia Tower? A heck of a lot. Estelle and company explained how the floating city appeared, and about the Zero Field generator. I see. So it is the REO. It seems this was guaranteed to happen the moment they took the towers. Yes, most likely. When you think about it, heading to the towers was probably a waste of time. It's kind of depressing. We have little time for regrets now. If nothing else, it sounds as though you obtained a far greater understanding of their plans in your visits to the towers. What we must focus on now is putting what we know to use for the future. Kilika, would you mind fixing my phone, by the way? Guiding you to a better future will be hard if I can't get in touch, after all. Okay. Well then, Tita, you have the honors.
Okay. All done. It should be fine now.
Tita flipped a switch on the phone. As I would expect of Professor Russell, he's done well again. Thank you, everyone. This will help tremendously. Oh, nothing to it. I'm glad we could be of assistance. Well, we gotta get a move on and get the rest of the guild going, but need anything else? This city lies in the shadow of Lyson Fortress, so keeping order will not be difficult. Still, if you could, check the board. And as I intimated earlier, checking on the central factory in Elmo may be wise. Their problems seem to be compounding themselves. Will do then. We'll keep that in mind. With the phone fixed, you can call the team from another branch to Zeiss. If you wish to call them, select Call Allies when speaking to Kilika. Very good. These are clear. So, report in. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Good. We've successfully accomplished our goals. Suppose nobody's chilling. We know where Gundalf is. We know where Wong is at. And your same dialogue? Yep. Very good. Let's stop by Elmo, everybody. We gotta have Tita with us for this, because this is properly Tita time. Hey, okay? Hot Springs not working is a crime against humanity. That's Elmo's whole shtick, you know? But I believe in our ability to fix it. Oh, hello. We're a reinforcement squad sent from Leisten Fortress. Right now I'm on patrol around the village with a sub-commander from the Wolf Forts. Elmo Village is calmer than I thought it would be. I guess that's because it's a pretty peaceful place normally. Autumn souvenirs. Oh, welcome. Apparently the airships have stopped, so I don't have many guests now. You might already know, but I have a young son. It's been a struggle raising him on my own. Anyway, we're in a bit of a fix here with no tourists coming, so please buy something. All right. What do you have, though, my good sir? Stock up. You know what? I'm going to make some business today. New policy, everybody. 5 of every ingredient. Just because I need to stimulate the economy, you know? And if the time comes that we're facing the society and I'm like 1 bottle of olive oil short, oh, man, am I going to feel stupid, you know? I'm going to get some of this. Some of those crisp onion. Just hands down my favorite vegetable. Maybe my favorite food. I love onions to the point where I just eat them raw. They're so good. They just, I have so many memories of pulling up, I don't know what they're called when they're in the ground. Spring onions? I don't know if that's it, but being at a summer camp and finding those little treasures and pulling them up from the ground and like having a taste of a good little, okay. I'm getting caught in reverie here, and that's not really what I want to do. I'm not going to buy some of the more expensive ingredients, I think. The vintage wine, do I really care to have that much more of it? I don't think I do, so maybe 2 more Firefly Fungus. There we go. Okay, that's some business done. A little reminiscing over onions. Hey, you two.
His springs have cooled. The pump ornament stopped working. It was boiling the other day, and now it's cold. It's so weird.
Sure is, Quante, much like your name. Hello. Oh man, seems like there's trouble at the hot springs again. The orbment lights aren't working either. I wonder what's going on. I'll get to the bottom of things. We're a patrol force dispatched from the Wolf Fort. For now, we're maintaining security in Elmo Village. Unfortunately, the hot springs pump stopped working. It's not a facility that directly affects daily life, though, so it's not a major concern. What are you talking about? It gives 200 CP. With the orbment stopped, the pumps aren't working. Our village survives on the tourism the springs bring in. If they're not fixed soon, I'm not sure how we're gonna make it. Dire, dire times. Anybody hanging out by the pump shed? Should have figured. Behind here's the mountain where the water source is. It's a dangerous place, so I'm standing guard. Ah, so we could technically go back there if we miss chests and the like. That's nice. I like it when they don't seal off an area like that. Especially when it could, by all, practical concerns, be accessed. Welcome. Welcome to the Maple Leaf Inn. I'm very sorry, but the bath isn't usable at the moment. For all orbments to be out, what could be the cause, I wonder? Got anything new here? Not at the moment, but I think there's going to be something that opens up after the quests. I came with my partner to soak out the soreness from our mountain climbing trip, but apparently we can't go in the bath thanks to some problem with the pump. But my partner's determined to have a bath, somehow. Trying to insist on something in situations like this only means you yourself lose out. I'm relaxing by taking a nice slow meal of this great Eastern-style food. That's great. I'm glad you guys made it across the mountains. My kitchen's non-orbal, so my work hasn't been affected at all. An orbal stove's nice and all, but if something like this were to happen again, old tools are definitely the way to go. At least we're gonna, get some more precautions in place for the future, I would imagine, after this incident. Oh, I bet I could fish here, but that's not. I was curious to see if I could find that partner of his, that mountain man. I was told the pumps are broken, so the baths are closed to the public. There's no way I'm gonna let a little thing like a broken pump keep me from my precious baths after we came this far. So I'm staying put until they open up again. Don't try to stop me. I won't budge. Alright. I'll let him live in his little fantasy. But there might actually be something we could do here for Mao. Firstly, though, seems like no one's here really bothered at all that orbments aren't working. That kind of freaks me out just as much as the orbment's not working, if you ask me. I bet Zeiss has totally lost it. You're a bit more off the grid than Zeiss, though. There we go. Alrighty. Let's do this, Mao. Hi, Mrs. Mao.
Hello.
Ah, Estelle and Tita. Thanks for coming. Oh, over there. Is that... It's been a while, ma'am. I thought I knew that face. So it is Joshua. Seems like ages since I saw you all together like this. Sorry to say that the bats are out of commission right now, but please take a load off. Our delicious food is still available after all. That's great.
Mrs. Mao? Is there anything we could help with?
Well, we got soldiers patrolling regularly, so it's not too dangerous here. If anything, I guess I'd ask if you could make it so we could fill the baths, but... Well, no point in asking that, really. Sounds hard. Let's offer to help anyway. But since we're here, why don't we have a look? I feel like we might be able to offer a bracer-like solution. Estelle? Oh, what would that be?
Well,
First, I'd like to borrow the pump shed key. Sure, that's fine, but... Tita, since we're here, why don't we check out the pump? We might come up with something.
okay, sure.
Ah, so that's your plan. Guess there's no helping it. That's settled then. Let's go to the pump shed. And the epic quest is on. Gotta get those hot springs back in order. Everything they've done for me, all the CP. I can't forget. Can't forgive. If anything were to happen to it. Use the pump shed key. Let's go. Yeah, it's totally stopped. It's an old device, but it's still orbal driven. It's affected by the orbal shutdown phenomenon, just like everything else. But the pump's ultimately just to deliver hot water from the spring there, right? I felt there might be something we can do. Can't solve this one just by using a bucket. We gotta find some other way to make this device work. Oh, could we use a zero field generator on the pump? Doubtful. According to the professor, they're limited to orbments no bigger than ones you can carry in both hands. Guess not then. Tita, what is it?
Yeah. So this will go like this.
Tita? Oh man, she's got that look in her eye again.
Well, unlike recent stuff, it doesn't have a very complex orbal mechanism. So all I need to do is take this thing here, then connect it to that thing over there. Oh, and don't you worry, I'll put things right back the way things were after the orbal shutdown phenomenon. Yeah, this should do it. I think I might actually be able to get the pump working.
What? You're not going to use a zero field generator, are you?
No. You remember, right, Joshua? The combustion engine.
Ah. The combustion engine? You mean the one we used on the workshop devices before?
Yep. Unlike the workshop equipment, the pump device doesn't have a very complex mechanism. If we can make the combustion engine drive the parts the orbment was working, it should work as is.
See. I hadn't considered that. So, where can we find this combustion engine?
I think it was stored at the landing ports. We should be able to find out if we ask the maintenance chief.
Maintenance Chief Gustav at the landing port, huh? That reminds me, won't we need fuel to drive the combustion engine? Gasoline, right. Like before, we should ask down below at the central factory. Okay. Tito's got a plan, and who am I to stand in the way of a good plan? Let's head back to that city. Alrighty, landing port ahoy!
Oh, you guys. You seem as busy as always.
You too, Gustav. Good work.
Well, I'm busy, sure, but most of it's just responding to complaints. Well, the only thing I can do with machines right now is just put some oil on. I'm getting pretty fed up with it. I don't mind telling you.
That does seem kind of sad.
I guess it'd be the same as me not being able to swing my staff around like I wanted.
Well, something like that. Putting that aside, did you need something?
Yes, actually. Estelle explained the situation to Maintenance Chief Gustav and asked him to lend them the combustion engine.
I see. Good eye, eh? It's not a machine good for much except powering simple stuff, so I wouldn't mind just giving it to you, but... Is there some problem? Well, you see, you got bad timing is all. We just lent it out to the Royal Army again. We brought it when we went to swap the Zeiss engine.
Oh. So it'll be at Leisten Fortress?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Sorry, but if you want to have it, you mind asking them? It's kind of hard to just make a call in this situation, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I got it. We'll make contact with Leisten Fortress on our side. Oh boy. I have a terrible premonition. Now we're going to be chasing this combustion engine around the lands. Well, Leisten Fortress. Not too hard. Leisten, that's the Ritter roadway. Let's pull up that map a little, bro. I really should remember this, but yeah, it's the Ritter roadway right here. Wonderful. Let's go. Okay, let's try this one more time here at Leisten Fortress. Whoop-ow. Talk. General Bright is personally working to reconstruct the Royal Army. The image of General Bright, giving orders without a moment's rest, even in our darkest hour. It's an inspiration for any soldier. Yes, but about this combustion engine. Estelle explained their situation and asked about the combustion engine. I'm not familiar with the device in question, but I can tell it must be something important. Wait here a moment, I'll go ask. Perfect height to pass through there. Alright, I asked the quartermaster and there's a problem. It seems this combustion engine is not currently in the fortress's walls. But, that can't be right. Gustav said... Oh, wait a moment, miss. I said it isn't in the fortress walls. We loaded it onto a patrol ship a short while ago for shipment back to the central factory. Unfortunately, all this happened not long after takeoff. The ship made an emergency landing somewhere on the Trat Plains as a result. Oh crap. Time to go rescue an engine and a crew, sounds like.
So we just need to talk to the guards on the patrol ship about it.
I know it's a pain, but that's the size of it. As I said, we think the ship landed somewhere on the Trat Plains. Good luck. Yeah, this is this. Oh, my worst fears are coming true. Well, let's stop by those freaking Trat Plains. Right. So let's go looking for said airship. I think it makes the most sense to look in the area where we've discovered some trouble before. This is really where there would be the most space for it, though I don't know the exact location. Just kind of gonna feel our way around. Now, me feeling around on the Trat Plains, that's had some consequences in the past, let's say, of me just not finding anything I'm looking for. But, oh, this is a little easier to find. Pretty big. Hello? Ah, here we go. Captain Hoffman. Say, who are you lots?
We're from the Bracer Guild, sir.
Estelle's team explained the situation and asked about the combustion engine. I see. I'd totally forgotten about it in the chaos. Yes, we have the engine in our cargo holds. Reno, give me a hand. Yes, sir. Sorry to keep you waiting. Thank you. We've got it. Sorry to trouble you. Not at all. I'm sorry we bothered picking it up if things were going to end up like this. Still, all this help to get a hot spring working in a situation like this? Racers seem to have different priorities than we do. Forgive us. We know things are difficult right now. No, please don't misunderstand me. I wasn't being sarcastic. For a soldier, being unable to use your orbal weaponry is nerve-wracking. We're all struggling to figure out some other way to fight off our enemies. Meanwhile, you guys are moving around with all the confidence in the world. We could learn a thing or two from you.
We're just doing what we think is right is all.
We're sort of wandering around holding our butts right now too, to be honest. I think all any of us can do is just try and trip over the answer. Haha, true enough. At times like this, it's only right that we should be going at the extra urge to keep the people at ease. Good luck restoring the hot springs, bracers.
Thank you.
You bet. Leave it to us.
Okay, we've got the engine. Now we just need that gasoline.
The central factory may have a supply like before. Let's check there first.
Good idea.
Alright, central factory basement, I would assume. And the whole Rudy department, let's call it. So I would be asking Faye, but she just ain't here. Okay, is this the place, Rudy?
Rudy?
Oh, hey guys. Need something?
Yeah, actually.
Estelle asked Rudy for some gasoline to repair the pump facility. Huh, that does sound rough. I go to Elmo's Hot Springs a lot, so I'd love to help out. But you got bad timing. We don't have anything in stock right now.
Oh.
Well, this is a slight problem. Man's voice. Don't know. Is there someone there? Murdoch.
Chief Murdoch.
Tita, and everybody else too. I thought I heard voices from down here and wondered what could be going on. Did another case come up? I see. So that's it. I do remember ordering some gasoline from the Republic about a month ago.
Really?
1 month. That's a long time for a delivery. It should be here by now, right? But sir, I haven't received anything like that.
No, wait. I think when I ordered it, I said there was no rush, so it was going to be delivered by sea if I remember rightly.
Sea delivery, huh? I mean, they sent it on a regular ship, not an airship.
Yes, exactly. In which case, it was probably delivered quite recently. Stands to reason it's probably stored somewhere in Rouen right now.
Makes sense. Thanks to the orbital shutdown phenomenon, distribution has been paralyzed after all.
So we can get some if we head to the harbor in Rouen?
Yes, that seems your best chance. One moment.
Factory Chief Murdoch wrote a short letter on the spot and signed it. Received Murdoch's letter.
Give that letter of introduction to the harbor master of the Rouen port. I've asked him to give you the gasoline if they have any in.
Thanks, Chief. Thank you.
Sorry for all the trouble.
Not at all. I may not go as much as the professor, but I visit the hot springs plenty nonetheless. As someone in charge of the Zeiss region, this is the least I can do. All right, need to get back to work. Got a mountain of paperwork to get through.
I see. Don't push yourself too hard, okay?
We fixed the pump. Maybe I'll take a little time off and go to the hot springs. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Operation Give Murdoch a frickin' break. I'm for it. Let's go to Zeiss, methinks. I'm gonna need some night goggles. Yeah, I unequipped all the night goggles. Put them on Tita. She will guide us through the darkness. All right. Zooming ahead. Oof, gotta admit, I almost got lost in the darkness there, but the compass really helped. Okay, so talkies should be the same as usual. I kind of just want to get my butt over to Rouen and go find Mr. Portos, who really should have been mayor all along. Nice. You could probably tell I'm doing a lot more skips forward in time when going between regions, just to try to keep the tempo up a little bit and get more stuff done. Said the guy talking to every person in every town, but still, Portos.
Pardon us.
Can I help you?
Yes. Do you have a moment? Estelle explained the situation and showed Portos the letter from the factory chief. It's true I'm responsible for the harbor block, but we're better off asking Harg about this.
Harg?
Yes, he's responsible for freight handling in our harbor at the moment. He should be on the other side of this embankment.
All right, he's not too far then.
Let's go talk to him. Thank you for your assistance. Be careful. Don't run off and fall into the sea. Will do my best, sir.
May I have a moment?
What is it?
Estelle explained the situation and showed Harg the letter from the factory chief.
Gasoline? Yeah, we got some. I was just about to send it to Zeiss when all this happened, so we're securing it in the warehouse.
Great. Could we take it from here then?
I don't mind, but there's a lot of it, you know? I really don't think you could carry all of it.
Good point. For now, let's just carry whatever we can take.
There's enough?
Yes, that should be enough to keep them for a while.
This much shouldn't be a problem to haul. Receive gasoline tank ×3.
Well, if you need anything else, come on by again. Well, hopefully this whole mess will be sorted before that, though.
Yeah, seriously. Sorry for the trouble. Harg once more coming in clutch. Now then, that's the fuel taken care of. Shall we get back to Elmo and upgrade the pump?
Yep, I'm ready whenever.
Let's do it. That's the final step. Woo-wee. Back to Elmo. Alright, Tita. I hope this plan of yours works, because now we wandered the kingdom for many moons.
Okay, I've got the materials. Time to upgrade the pump.
Yeah. Still, though, are you sure you don't need help? Yeah.
Well, I prepared a diagram for the upgrade, so would you separate the parts like it says?
Sure. That seems like something even we can do. Fine. Guess I'll help.
All right. Yep, it's finished.
All right. Good work, Tita. Same as always. You sure are good with this stuff.
We don't know if it'll work or not yet. Let's test it right now.
Whoa! Looks like the rotor in the pump started moving. Yeah. The springs are once more hot. Goodness, I didn't think you'd actually get the pump working. Thanks, I can hardly believe it. Now we can let people go into baths as much as they please. I'm glad we could help. Well, it was about 90% thanks to Tita, though.
That's not true at all. I could only upgrade it because you went down and found what we needed, Estelle.
Still, this time we really did end up going all over. This orbital shutdown phenomenon is seriously slowing us down. Very true. Technology ceasing to function deals severe damage to a society built on it. At this rate, the situation is only going to get worse.
Joshua.
Well, no need to be so pessimistic. Even with Orban stopped, we managed to get the pump working. People can do anything if they put their minds to it, don't you think? Estelle. Nicely said. Anyway, it's a job well done. You should go and take the first bath for yourself and relax from your journey. Oh, I know. Here's some special medicinal tea handed down in my family. You should drink it when you get out of the bath. It'll fix you right up. Nirvana tea. And so Estelle's group took a bath, dined on a feast of Eastern dishes, and left the Maple Leaf Inn behind them. Hot Spring Restoration! 200 CP, yes. How are you, Miss Mao? Hey, you all, good work. Thanks to you guys, our inn is ready for business again. I'm sure it'll be a bit before the customers return, but as long as they come back, I don't mind waiting. Feels good. Those are good deeds. And that's also us done. Done with Zeiss. That's the quest we came for. Let's report back. Wait, this isn't Zeiss. Yes, but I think, since I wasn't able to get the book earlier, that people are going to have different dialogue now. My soldiers are concerned over the stuck gate, but compared to the Hawking Gate, this is paradise. I don't think there's anything to get so worked up about personally. Here, read a book or something and relax. Gambler Jack, Volume 13. Thank you, my man. Try not to bug out the game by reading this one. There we go. Very good, very good. Now I'm curious, if I do go and talk to them, do they have something more to say, or was this a one-off? Phew. I've been so on edge lately that I'm getting tired.
Oh, don't fake yawn, Brom. You know how that goes. Brom's been yawning like crazy for a while now. However, today at least, I'm not letting him fall asleep. I don't want to be alone in a situation like this. Fresh eggs, I'll take them. I've already gotten, I mean, I should only be missing volume 11 and 14 of Jack at this point, so we're getting close. The commander said something about this whole incident while he was eating. Thinking about it, I wonder what's really happening at Hawking Gate. Maybe it would be better if I didn't know. Oof. Yeah, Hawking Gate's, all the gates are kind of just open for business, you know? Let's report back. Let him know that, oh yeah, they moved the thing. They moved the thing. Kilika. I received word from the factory chief. It sounds like you're rather busy. Did something come up? All right, we should make a report. Yeah, so actually, Estelle explained the details of the pump repair at Elmo. Ah, I see. Sounds like you've really been taking bracer work to heart. Yeah, I know it's kind of a small thing to worry about in an emergency like this, but I can't just abandon people in trouble. Well, that's the whole reasoning behind being a bracer. I think it was the right call. The second principle of the Bracer Guild Code is prioritizing civilian safety. Your line of thinking, therefore, was correct. You can keep your head high when you say what you've accomplished. Thanks. I feel a bit more confident hearing that from you, Kilika. That ends our report. Well then, I'll have your work assessed immediately. When you're ready to be paid, give me a report again in full. So just come and report again to get paid? Yes, please. Seems like a roundabout way, Kilika, but here we go. Ba-dum. Dude, so much Mira. Good work. That's Zeiss. That's Zeiss. That's Zeiss, folks. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-bam. But not actually. We still do got some talkies left around town. So let's do one more talkies in Zeiss. I know there's a lot of talkie rounds, but that's how it goes when we're zooming from city to city, if you will. The city of Zeiss. All right, Hazel. You're the first. Feel special. There's a good view of that floating object from the roof here. A gentleman and his child went up there moments ago to have a look. To just head to the roof for a closer peek. I suppose curiosity could be said to be the defining characteristic of this city, though. If we could mass-produce those zero-fuel generators, the chaos would subside, but mass-producing such a complex piece of equipment is a bit of a ridiculous order. Through, though, this is Professor Russell we're talking about. With him, anything seems possible. You have a point, my good sir. Rudy, I gotta know. Oh, hey, dude, Wong? The highway lights are out, so traveling on any road's dangerous these days. I suspect the passage through the Caldia Tunnel is especially bad. But that's also the only way to get to Ruan. Man, I hope I get an escort job in that direction.
I thought that was why you were here, to like help people, but you're like, hiding out. We have no idea when the basement factory will be back up and running. It's a highly automated workshop, so there's not much we can do if the orbits aren't working. Tragedy. Tragedy indeed. Okay. Zooming on up, second floor. Who's here? Hey, Murdoch.
Oh, you all. Were you able to fix the hot springs pump?
Yes, somehow.
Yep, feel free to visit them anytime you like now.
Oh, that's good news. I'll definitely take a trip over there once my work's calmed down.
Please do. You have to remember to relax sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. Every machine needs maintenance after all.
Haha, thank you for your kind warning. I'll be sure to remember it.
I suppose, Mr. Murdoch, but saying after work's calm down, that's how they get ya. That's how the workaholics get ya. I should know. This is just the worst. I've got to go collect documents from the 5th floor. Ugh, I hate stairs. Well, they hate you back, Muriel. Stepping all over them. I, for one, like stairs, because I was scared of elevators when I was a child. I'm past it now, but still, I don't mind a good stair or two.
Not being able to use guns anymore was a heck of a shock. No point in being depressed forever, I guess. If I let myself get depressed over 1 or 2 setbacks, I'll never make any grand discoveries.
That's right, Carl.
Wah, wah, wah. Prometheus. No matter how many times I think about it, I can't come up with any explanation. That object floating in the sky, and the shutdown phenomenon. There should be something connecting them, but I just don't know what that something is. Us engineers are working on a response to the current phenomenon. The more I think about it, the more I understand just how unique this phenomenon is. For now, we're still sort of floored by it just happening at all. There's no plan in sight at the moment.
An orbital shutdown phenomenon, huh? I'm pretty bad on the theory side. I might just be in everyone's way here.
No, Luis. You got this. Your brain is supposed to be put to good use out there in the world. In times of crisis. Hey, Ray. Phew, finally managed to get back. Orbits may not be working, but the greenhouse is safe. Terry's done at least a basic level of work, I guess. Phew, I pray things go well with the RSA. You got any new taters? You don't. Alright, not taters. Why do I keep saying tater for tomato? Maters? Maters is what I meant to say, but... Ray's finally back. He was doing some cooperative research with Russell on the RSA. While I was managing the greenhouse, Ray was researching leading-edge tech. Damn it, I gotta step up my game. Get results with my research next period. Alright, Terry, so they're still in the same state that they were last time. Niago! How dare you repeat yourself to me.
Seems like it's the first time I've seen Antoine in a little while. Really, where was this kitty, I wonder?
Antoine was going on an adventure. Antoine's seen the sights. Antoine's the actual big bad evil guy, just in disguise. Just a little spoiler right there, but yeah, don't trust Antoine. Who's always been at the... I'm not gonna try that. Supervisor Travis. The professor's out, and I don't know where he went. I'm sure at this point he's all worked up in researching this phenomenon. Yeah, I'd better do my best too. I may not hold a candle to the professor, but there should still be plenty I can do. Last game's word was coup. This game's word is phenomenon. Perhaps the professor's involved in these weird events. Like, one of his secret experiments failed and now the orbal power throughout the kingdom's gone. Haha, no way, right? Even he of all people wouldn't do an experiment that dangerous. The fact that I can't say that for sure makes it all the scarier. You think he's behind a phenomenon? No, I don't know. Let's go rooftop. Let's go rooftop. It's just time for that rooftop. See that floating city? I thought the end of the world was coming. It seems the true twilight is still a bit away, though. Maybe I should go back to my workplace and get a parasol. Too much sun gives you wrinkles, after all. If I'm gonna be summoned to heaven, I'd like to go as beautiful as I am now.
When that floating object appeared, the sky seemed like it shone gold for a moment. Speaking from a Septian perspective, gold represents space. Maybe a connection between the two.
Very clever.
I wonder how something so big is floating. Maybe it's equipped with the same kind of orbital engine as an airship. Well, that's one idea. It all seems impossible, to be honest. After all orbmans aren't working.
They'll figure it out one day. I believe in them. 3rd floor. 2nd floor. 1st floor. Ding ding, coming down. How's the market going, Priam? Hey, welcome. Want something cold to drink? From what I hear, the orbman charging stations aren't working. That's exactly the time for a drink. Drink one down and a go. Easy as pie, energy, restoration. Apparently some of the army's patrol ships have crashed. It was a bit of luck that the factory ship didn't end the same way. In that sense, we're still well off, I'd say.
Ah, welcome. Would you like some flowers? No matter how frustrated you let yourself get, that won't make things better. That's exactly the time I hope people will stop and look at the flowers. Flowers can be quite calming, you know.
Indeed. Well, hey, Gerald. The dock functions on orbal technology, so we can't do a damn thing until things are back up and running. That's the downside to getting too high-tech. Might be convenient most of the time, but you're screwed if things go awry. Oof. Seems like you managed to get the pump working, huh? If I could, I'd love to go to Elmo and have a nice long soak. Well, that'll be for another time. Indeed. You, Fitzgerald. Not Rutherford. Why do I want to call him Fitzgerald? Lately, there have been a lot of inquiries related to airships. There have especially been a lot of inquiries from the Empire and Republic. To have this phenomenon happen right after we were so happy landing that big contract. Oh, is this what they mean to have everything... So this is what they mean to have everything go up in smoke, huh? New game. Take a sip of water every time they say phenomenon. For now, we just figured it'd be best to do some good old-fashioned maintenance. Not that maintenance means all that much besides oiling some bits and polishing others. But I'm sure the machines appreciate it more than just us doing nothing. Yeah, show them some love, you know? Some tender love and care. Let's go down. See how the folks are doing. You finally got that moved, huh? There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. It's just not working because of the orbital shutdown phenomenon. I hate to say it to Bruno, but he's just gonna have to give up. It's great that we all managed to get the freight vehicle to the side of the road, but like I thought, there's nothing wrong with it. What a pain. I got deliveries to do now. A strange phenomenon. I can't use orbital lights, so night sure does seem to come fast lately. It certainly may be inconvenient, but it's better for your health. Wake with the rising of the sun and rest with the setting of it. Everyone's lived that way when I was young. Yeah, since the dawn of time. Now we get lights all the time. It can drive you a little crazy. Since we can't use the stove, I bought some fuel. Bell Station really does have everything. It's reassuring having a store with a good selection nearby at times like this. Yeah, and you'll be raiding it soon enough. Once you loose enough supplies. Guns have always been our main trade, but this time we got a bunch of good close-range weaponry in. I didn't really want to, but, well, sometimes you don't have a choice. Times change. And your merchandise must with it. Seems like the central factory's got things pretty rough in the research department right now. Louise has been heading out there really early these days. I'm keeping an eye on her little sister while she's away. Really, the orbital shutdown phenomenon's had a huge effect on everyone. So you're Louise's boyfriend. I think that's how it is. Did you guys see that floating object too? According to the rumors, there's something like a city on top of it. Seriously, it's like something out of a fairy tale. It's crazy. Seems the factory folk are interested in that floating object. Oh, investigating unknown phenomena is a favorite activity of researchers after all. Oh, I shouldn't joke. Things are very serious right now. I would count phenomena, along with phenomenon. Phenomena. Phenomena.
Everyone's having trouble since the orbman stopped. Not me and my sister, though. We don't use orbmans all that much in the kitchen, so we're fine. Really, the only person who does is my sister's boyfriend.
Yeah, screw that guy. Orbman using loser. Is Lane still in my house? In the Titanator's house? Russell's currently out helping the army. Some researchers handpicked by Russell are with them, too. I guess this means that the fate of the kingdom's been entrusted to them, huh? As a fellow member of the Central Factory, I feel like I can live proudly with my head held high. Whew. I hope Emma's gotten back some of her chair at the hotel. It's not the same. Or wait, am I mistaking her for the Grancel lady? Maybe it's the Grancel lady who has the... I don't know who has the energy at this point. None of them, probably. Suit collects on maps, huh? I gotta clean them every once in a while or they might turn pitch black. Urban lights are so much better. Alright. Apparently they still don't know why orbments aren't working. With the central factor in that state, I suppose it's obvious research wouldn't get anywhere. Thinking about that, the severity of the situation is pretty clear. Given the situation, there aren't many guests. Looks like my days of putting up with this will continue until the scheduled liners resume. Hang in there, Martina. Business is coming. I know it. As soon as we somehow fix things, maybe you will have some more business. It's hard to give good guarantees in these dark times. A bit ago, someone came from the central factory and bought some lamp oil. They use nothing but orbal lights over there, so I'm sure they're having a tough time. Thanks to that glasses they designed, you can even make it through the pitch black dark of the Caldia tunnel. I feel kind of bad for just complaining now.
I haven't seen the light of a lamp in a while. It's beautiful. It's a little bit dim compared to an orbment light, but it has such warmth to it.
Lamp. So when she says lamp, she means like, fire base, right?
Mom's shoulder.
What's your voice? How do you?
Mom's shoulder is real hurty. I wonder if it's caused of the orbal suspension phenomenon.
I'm gonna count phenomenon.
Orbments aren't working, so chores have become a real pain in the butt. If I don't get the medicine for my shoulder, doing any kind of work is quite painful. I'd really love to take some time off and relax at the Elmo Hot Springs.
Yeah, they're back in business, baby. Stop by when you can. Hey, Nowls.
The fishing fruit I got for now is still fresh, but almost all shipping was done by airship. If this continues forever, what's gonna happen to the city, I wonder?
Why are you picking up the Bose accent? I told you to stop hanging out with those thugs from the city. Gosh, Nowls, you should know better. In order to prepare for emergencies, we're making extra medicine. I certainly hope these precautions prove unnecessary, however. Being unable to use orbments is a serious safety issue. As you may be aware, orbal lighting has an anti-monster effect as well. Now, when monsters attacked before, the Royal Army fought very well. But one must remember, they could still use orbments at that time. Doom and gloom. Doom and gloom. Staring us in the face. Everyone at the central factory is really busy preparing to resume their research. It'll be good practice for my daughter Muriel, who's an apprentice over there. That girl has a bad habit of underestimating what it means to work. She thinks stairs is work. Alright. That should be Zeiss, everybody. Nice. Thank you for your patience. I think it's about time we head to Grancel. That's right. We're gonna go to the big city. We're gonna go find Chloe again, I hope. I want her with me, especially if things are gonna be as nasty as they have been monster-wise. And this one. So, it's off to the Suntime Gate for now. Oh boy. I'm back. You guys miss me? The brass seems so unconcerned about it all. I'm really worried. We gotta protect this region with our guns not working after all. Couldn't we at least prepare some barricades, maybe? Those guys who are getting scared just because they can't use their orbital guns are useless as soldiers. One way or another, if things come to real melee, you can't use guns anyway. It's gonna come to that. I'll fight with my bayonet from the get-go. If the airships can't fly, then our responsibility is all the greater. With air passage cut off, the only routes to invade the capital are from the east and west. In other words, if our security is sufficient, then we can protect the peace of the capital. Yes, keeping the peace. I've been having this reoccurring dream lately. In it, the whole world's a dead wasteland except for these guard posts. That's kind of what it was like while communications were dead. I still get scared whenever I think of how there are no travelers coming through. Maybe you should take a break. Hey, welcome! Since you're here, grab something to eat, yeah? I'll give you the best meal you've ever had. I'm still just full on that Elmo. Elmo Village Eastern style dish. Bum bum bum. What will the enemy's next target be? I can't even imagine. Right now, the essential thing is to not move for little things. We need to solidify our defenses and wait to see how the enemy moves. Of course, that could be the enemy's goal itself. It's not easy. The untraceable Crimson Soldiers and those groups of machine-like monsters. There are hidden enemies lurking within the kingdom these days. Even if the gate doesn't close, I will not let them do as they please. We have our own pride as the shield of the kingdom, after all. People here have some spit to them. Is that a saying? They got some. They're strong. They're strong, is what I'm saying. Is anybody down here? Nope. Not on this wall. That's okay. Bum bum bum. That floating island's still floating around today too. Ever since that island appeared, orbits haven't worked. I kind of feel like that itself isn't a fault. Just my own impression, but there's something sublime about it. Sublime, okay. Okay, I see how it is. Just a land tossed into turmoil and all you can think about is sublime. We're going. We're going freaking... Oh, is that... Gandalf?
Hey, you all. Seems like you're doing bits of work here and there. Well, nothing wrong with going all out. Don't take on too much work.
Yeah, Gandalf. If orbits aren't working, then Night Guard is gonna be a real nail-biter. With no lights, there's no way to see any enemies coming. Apparently they sell these goggles over in Zeiss to let you see even in the dark. I wish to consider buying a couple of those for our squads. Ooh, I just remembered. We got some food, didn't we? I never did anything with that freaking Nirvana tea. HP recovery 100% cures all status ailments? Dude, Nirvana indeed. I'll take that. Probably hard to make though, right? Let's see. Bear Claw, Vintage Wine, Ripe Apple. Not that bad, really. Oh. Could I stock up on a... There, I'm just gonna make some Nirvana tea right now. Wow. That's good. That's the good stuff. In recipe-wise, we're also starting to look very good now. Just a handful of recipes left. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting to it. But next up is Gransel. It's gonna be good to stroll back into the capital city. Oh, I'm not sure if that picked up, but I heard a honk. We're gonna go to the main, the big capital city, where we have the guild awaiting us. Luckily, we have gotten a CFG for the guild, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm just worried. I'm just wondering if Chloe's gonna join, or if she's like on, you know, on that queen shit, you know? That might be. I just don't know. No! Give me some happy music! I can't take the somber tone, but I think I have to. Well, everybody, we're back in Gransel. Everything is so dark and grim. Well, we'll make sure these people have something to smile about, okay? That is my promise, as a bracer. Also, we have the Fisherman's Guild here, so next time we're gonna stop by and start getting that reward. So, thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Carl, and this has been Trails to Completion.